Taliban government has launched the largest ever crackdown on drug addiction in Afghanistan. We've arrived at Sarai Shamali, one of Kabul's many neighborhoods crippled by the drug crisis.
Where are you escaping?
I am not escaping.
I am telling you that I am taking you to recover and stop taking drugs because you have children. Go, otherwise I will beat you.
Thousands of addicted men are being rounded up and sent for treatment. In this neighborhood, the scale of addiction is overwhelming. Nearly 4 million Afghans, about 10% of the population, are addicted to life-threatening substances. The Taliban now vows to end this crisis.
Shoot me, shoot me. My blood is permissible for you.
A forceful operation is underway to detain and treat every addicted person in the country. Addicts are dragged from alleyways, their hands are tied, their screams echo the pain of war, poverty, and decades of destruction.
I want to take permission form, the commandor. I have no one at home.
They take you to rehabilitation now.
They are taken to Phoenix Rehabilitation Center, once a U.S. military base, now a nightmarish rehab camp. These raids are dangerous and heavily controlled. After weeks of negotiation, the Taliban allowed us to film. One local journalist who tried without permission was beaten.
Why are you filming?
Why are you slapping me? I am a journalist. Why are you slapping me? Wait a minute, I want to talk to you.
If you don't get into the car, we will get you in the car by force. Go ahead, go ahead.
I am not an addict. I came to the hill after my brother.
So right now I am the Taliban's ranger, the Taliban soldiers. They have captured a lot of drug addicted people and they are taking back them to the rehabilitation camp for the treatment. From last 1 year, Taliban is taking action on the opium production and the drug addicted people in the Kabul and Afghanistan.
Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan wants to collect these addicts and cure them so that they return to their children. Addicts Collection Program is started by Deputy Minister of Counter Narcotics. They are being taken to 1,000-bed hospital. Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan serves Lot the nation. 24 hours we are ready to serve the people. It doesn't matter if it's day or night, we are in their serve. Whenever we are called to serve Afghanistan, we are ready.
After collecting and curing us, they should provide us work.
It's all because of unemployment. When we come out of rehabilitation camp, we are unemployed. Because of being unemployed and not having any skills, we go back to taking drugs.
The Taliban is bringing addicts to Phoenix, one of Kabul's largest rehabilitation centers with 1,000 beds. This rehabilitation camp was once a U.S. military base. In 2015, as part of a broader effort to combat the rising addiction crisis, the then Afghan government converted it into a rehabilitation center. However, since the Taliban's takeover, all international funding has been halted and Afghanistan's foreign assets have been frozen. As a result, addicts are now brought to this camp, which operates with little to no treatment facilities.
I am going to shave their heads by these people.
Outside, they are free. Inside, they must obey strict Taliban rule.
It's enough, please, it's enough. I have stitches.
Take off your clothes.
I swear to God, I have cuts on my torso.
Pick up a pair of cloth and go. We went for collection and we collected these people. These are the collected people. Their hair and beard be shaved. After taking bath and changing their clothes, they are ready to be registered in the hospital.
Most of the individuals here have been admitted multiple times. Many of them are already familiar with how life functions inside these camps. First step is forced withdrawal. Upon arrival, all addicts are immediately showered and shaved, as they typically come from extremely unhygienic environments. This is part of a basic hygiene protocol.
They brought me here even though my daughter is sick at home. but I didn't have another choice.
My father and mother passed away. It's been 3 years that I am taking drugs.
We are happy being collected. We became human from garbage. We were really not a human. We didn't know whether we were human or animal. Half of our life was spent in high, and other half of our life was spent in a hangover. We don't know how our life is spent.
A harsh journey begins. 15 days of brutal withdrawal. No painkillers, no escape, just cold, hard detox.
They didn't give us clothes and we are frozen. They don't give us food and clothes.
We are almost going to die from hunger.
Go behind him, go behind him. Are you stupid? The other employees of rehabilitation camp are kind. I am little bit cruel. I am cruel when it's needed. If you give them total freedom, these number of addicts can attack and break the gates. No one could stop these number of addicts. Any addict who even just once took drugs knows me.
And these addicts with their heads shaved, walking in line with strict discipline, they look less like a patients, more like a prisoners. Many have been addicted for years. Their bodies are frail, too weak to endure the shock of the withdrawal. This center struggles to provide even the most basic medical care. Those undergoing recovery often experience the most difficult withdrawal symptoms, and the lack of medicines makes harder for them to heal.
The detoxification process.
This process of detoxification takes 15 days. In these 15 days when they are in detoxification, they are sleepless and showing other symptoms.
Oh, you came again. Do you have high or low blood pressure?
It's both high and low.
How is this possible?
Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. My blood pressure sometimes goes up and sometimes goes down. When it goes down, I feel dizzy and fall down.
There are people who are brought to rehabilitation camp 2 or 3 times. Because they have no one, they go to either Sarai Shamali or Polisokta. When they are brought to this place by police, after 2 to 3 months they fully recover. Because they have no shelter, they return to those places. Even there are people who might have recovered 6 or 7 or 10 times. There are no jobs for them here or after they recover.
Amid this sea of suffering, there is one story more heartbreaking than the rest. A young man who lost everything. Do you have family?
No.
My father and mother are dead. My province is Badhakshan.
Do you have brother?
No, I don't have brother.
How about sister?
No, I have no one. The reasons behind taking drugs were being unemployed, not having mother and father, pain and sorrow, and so many other things.
Afghanistan, a nation scarred by over 40 years of war. 2 decades of conflict between NATO and the Taliban have left the country in ruins. Roads are broken every 100 meters, and entire buildings have been reduced to rubble by relentless bombings and airstrikes. Years of war have driven Afghanistan into extreme poverty and widespread unemployment. At the same time, this period saw a massive rise in the illegal production of opium poppies, generating billions of dollars. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime 2023 report, 80% of the world's illicit opium supply comes from Afghanistan, smuggled across borders into Russia, China, Europe, and North America. But as I arrived in Kabul, the capital, I saw the devastating impact of this crisis firsthand. Right now, I'm standing in Polisokta, a place that defies imagination. The scale of human suffering here is beyond comprehension.
See, this water is coming from a public bath, and this water is completely wastewater. This water is wastewater, but they are going to wash their faces early in the morning here. They are going to use this water, and they are going to take bath here by this wastewater. All these water come from public bath and buildings, apartments, these kind of places.
It's a really sad reality. Actually, I don't understand. Everything is going on here. It's beyond our understanding.
As an Afghan, it's really sad for me to see my people suffering from this kind of bad situation. They are living under really bad conditions under the bridge. And this is the result of war in Afghanistan for 20 years. NATO and their allies and other countries came to Afghanistan. USA invaded Afghanistan and brought all these results and situations to Afghanistan. See what they did to my people, to my country. Their reasons were because of unemployment, poverty, and war in Afghanistan. They became addicted.
The Taliban says they are fighting addiction because Islam strictly forbids the use of drugs. That's why they claim efforts are being made to wipe out addiction across all 34 provinces of Afghanistan.
In every corner in this area there used to be addicts. Theft were committed. We want Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan to do the same thing in other regions and collect the addicts and send them to a rehabilitation camp and cure them.
We try, and we are highly committed to collect addicts from all over the country. We cure them and send them back to their families so they can continue their lives.
Back at the rehabilitation camp, a harsh journey begins. Inside this camp, living condition remains dire due to a severe lack of resources. Shoes, slippers, and blankets are in short supply, forcing many to wear the same clothes for days.
If you complain, they beat you with cable. I went to them to test my blood, but I was beaten. I was beaten 20 days ago, but look at all bruise left on my body.
We are suffering now because we are filled with gloom. There is not enough food. We are beaten. If you get out of the line, you are going to be beaten. I was almost getting blind because of being slapped on my eye. There are a lot of lice driving us crazy. There are lice in my clothes that I am wearing now. Taliban must put more pressure and have no mercy for addicts. They must shoot drug dealers. If they don't want to shoot these drug dealers, I can find and want to kill them because they destroyed our lives.
So living here is really painful for them because they don't have enough facilities. There are a lot of international sanctions on the Afghanistan. If these sanctions continue, the only vulnerable people of the society, normal people, common people, and these vulnerable people, they are going to suffer.
Despite these challenges, this center offers some support, meals, shelter, and the community of people who are working towards recovery. Babrak, a former mujahideen and once an addict himself, now helps run this rehabilitation center. Though the conditions here are poor, he believes it's still better than the streets. At least the addicts receive some support.
Whether you take this machine or that machine, make sure it is not heavy, like this. Sit forward. Okay, now lay down. Take it from here. I also used to be an addict. When I looked at these people, in addition to my decision to stop taking drugs, I decided to do another thing. Once, if I take control over these people, I wouldn't wait and watch. Day and night, just like this, I will help them. If there is no punishment in a hospital or governmental office, that cannot be a hospital or governmental office. Exercise itself guarantees your health. Exercise is a very good thing. Daily, I myself do exercise 1.5 hours. It's been 6 years. It's been 6 years that I have stopped taking drugs. I never get tired. Sometimes I am awake 5 days and night. I never get tired as long as I help these people. I am telling you honest. Line in one row. Wait, guys. The line starts from here. Sit down. Sit so your hands should reach another person's shoulder. I don't want to hear Allahu Akbar. I mean Allahu Akbar to start the protest, so someone doesn't come and kill me because of saying this. Another thing that I don't want to hear is escaping. Except doing these two things, if you have any problem, I am here to help you. It is proven by experience, as much as your morale improves, so does your health. Now you are saying bad words to me. Every one of you at least have 5 members in the family. You are saying nonsense. When those family members of you realize what I am doing for you, they will pray for me. They will pray for me from bottom of their heart. You can keep saying bad words to me. It's easy to stop taking drugs if you make a serious decision. When an addict stops taking drugs and become clean, he has to have a job. Our country's main problem is unemployment. When these clean addicts return to the society and see their families and peers, they return to taking drugs because of unemployment. Thank you so much for coming. Do not break the gate.
Many of the individuals here are educated. Some lost their families in the war, while others have spent years unable to find employment. With no escape from the harsh realities of their lives, many turned to substance abuse as a coping mechanism. A large number of them once had dreams and ambitions, but the prolonged crisis in Afghanistan has stripped them of any hope for a better future.
As you see, this is the lunch for the addicted people in this rehabilitation camp, and they are only serving the rice for the lunch, and it's just because of the economic sanctions which are on Afghanistan, those international sanctions. Because of that, they cannot serve good food also to these large number of people. It's a really sad thing, because for the lunch, as they need nutritious food, they are just getting this rice.
They only have one bowl of rice and a small piece of bread for lunch. That's all.
There is not enough food, and we are left hungry whole day.
Now we are going to talk about social stigma. Do you have any question regarding harm narcotic, social stigma, or returning drugs?
It takes you away from everything, from your family, children, father, mother, and relatives. Even the dog, which is just a dog, doesn't want you. One night I was going somewhere. I am so sorry to say this. It was 10 p.m. in the night. There were 3 people walking in front of me on Marshal Fahim's 40-meter street. Me Addicts was also going behind them. When these 3 people passed by a dog, the dog didn't bark at them. When I passed by him, it suddenly attacked me.
Dr. Sir, it's my 5th time that I stopped taking drugs. But when I go back home, my brother is addicted. And when I go to my daughter's house, my son-in-law is addicted. So how can I stop taking drugs?
What put you at risk of going back to addiction is called trigger. You said that your brother and your son-in-law take drugs. You have to go back to family with a very strong motive to encourage your brother and son-in-law to stop taking drugs. You have to motivate them to stop taking drugs. Even you have to bring them here and sign the documents that you are going to look after them while they are here.
Our time is finished here, but we are not released.
These are addicted people's family, and they are going to come to this place to visit their family's members inside the camp, and they are going to come to this place 2 times per week, and they are going to bring new clothes, foods, and some other necessary stuffs to their family's members inside the hospital, and they're going to visit them here.
Hello friends, I'm Akshay. I hope you are doing well. Creating this documentary was far from easy. I traveled to Afghanistan on a tourist visa, not as a journalist. Yet, like an independent reporter, I spent nearly 2 weeks on the ground. After relentless efforts, finally I was granted access to the Taliban raids, and I could bring this raw reality to you. If you would like to support my work and help me continue creating such content, please join me on Patreon. There you will get access to raw footages and behind-the-scene moments which I cannot share on YouTube. Thank you for watching. See you in the next documentary.